Welcome to this year's Asian American Pacific Islander year-end ceremony. My name is Annie Tran, and I'm a second year at Oaks College, and I was also a co-coordinator of this year's year-end ceremony.
And my name is Nancy Bang. I'm a third year from Oaks College with a psychology and feminist studies major, and I've also been involved with the Asian American Pacific Islander year-end ceremony for the last 2 years. So hey Annie, are you gonna go watch that new Toy Story movie that's coming out?
Of course, isn't it where Andy goes off to college?
Yeah, that's right. Just like our graduating singers when they were here.
Wait, where are they?
Oh. There they are.
Welcome and congratulations, class of 2010.
So the year-end ceremony is a commemorative ceremony for the graduating seniors in the Asian American Pacific Islander community and for those who have been involved. This is an annual year-end ceremony, and it was first started by the Asian Pacific Islander Student Alliance, also known as the PISA. And now it's a collaborative event put on by the Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center.
The Asian American Pacific Islander year-end ceremony values the graduating seniors' academic success as well as their contribution to the AAPI community here at UC Santa Cruz. This year's theme, A New Chapter Begins, recognizes that although the seniors' time at UCSC is coming to a close, they will continue to strive for success in the future. Seniors will feel hopeful in knowing that their journey is not over yet. Instead, it is just the beginning. Seniors will be turning the page to a new chapter, no longer students, but as young professionals. The Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center and the Asian Pacific Islander Student Alliance, co-sponsors for today's event, congratulate these graduates on the beginning of this new chapter. Woo-hoo.
So, to begin the year-end ceremony, I would like to introduce Associate Vice Chancellor and Dean of Students, Alma Cementos. Oh, sorry. Alma Cementos assumed her role as Associate Vice Chancellor and Dean of Students in 2007 and has over 20 years of experience working with Students Affairs, including 7 years as the College Administrative Officer at Stevenson College. She is also an alum who graduated with a BA in Economics and then went on to pursue her master's degrees in Public Policy Studies from Duke University. So please help me welcome Alma Cementos.
Thank you. And welcome everybody, friends, family, parents, and congratulations, graduates. It is my pleasure this afternoon to introduce a good colleague and friend of mine, Ashish Sani, who is the Assistant Chancellor here on campus. He serves as the right-hand person for the Chancellor. He is the highest ranking Asian American administrator on this campus. It's our honor to have him here today. Before Ashish joined UCSC in 2006, he worked at UCSF, where his last position was Acting Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Ashish also worked as an analyst at the White House Budget Office under the Clinton administration. In addition to his responsibilities as Assistant Chancellor and my friend, Ashish serves as the Director of EEOA, the Equal Employment Opportunity and Affirmative Action Office. I was going to give you the acronyms, but you know how it is at UCSC. And as the American with Disabilities Act Compliance Officer for Employment, was appointed to be the Campus Diversity Officer for staff and students, serving as a single point of contact for all diversity-related matters and initiatives on the campus, ensuring visibility, coordination, resource sharing, and accountability. Ashish also has a lovely wife, Guinea, and a lovely toddler named Shivam. And if you would help me encourage Ashish to get his little lovely son a little dog or a goldfish so he can grow and keep Ashish running, I'd really appreciate it. Without further ado, my colleague and friend, Ashish Sani.
Well, thank you, Alma, for that generous introduction and for lobbying on behalf of my son to get a dog and a fish. I think I'll still think about that. He's a handful as it is. It is absolutely my pleasure today to welcome you all to UC Santa Cruz Asian American Pacific Islander year-end ceremony. Congratulations again to the class of 2010. Give yourself another round of applause. It's absolutely a pleasure here to be with you today. I don't know how many of you actually realize this, but this graduation celebration began in the 1980s, well before some of you were actually even born, I think. The members of the Asian American Pacific Islander Student Alliance, one of the few ethnic student organizations at that time, wanted to honor the graduates who had contributed to building campus community. In the early years, I'm told, they barely filled Stevenson Fireside Lounge. That's how few people there were, with a few dozen graduates and their guests. And look at you now, basically a hall full of people who are committed and caring to celebrate this great day. In 2010, we carry on the important tradition of this celebration, which affirms the diversity of cultural identities and experiences that enrich UC Santa Cruz. A student-led committee still plans this graduation, as you heard, now with institutional support from the Resource Center and from Student Affairs. And there is a broad participation from numerous student associations and their graduating members, some of whom you will see on stage today, and I'm sure will be absolutely impressed by what you'll see this afternoon. On this day, I want to convey a message to the family members and a message to the graduates. First, to the parents and families. Thank you for supporting your child, your UC Santa Cruz student, to be here and to succeed. For some of you, having your child or a grandchild, a niece or a nephew enroll here meant having them move far from home, far from what seemed comfortable. For others, your banana slug was the first in the family to attend college, and that must be so exciting and honor indeed. You may have been wondering what your UCSC graduates will do with a degree in fields like literature or sociology or other humanities fields. Well, you'll have a chance to learn about that, perhaps ask that of Professor McKay when he comes and speaks to you a little bit later. You may have questioned why they spend so many late-night hours planning events and organizing things instead of studying in the library. Well, you should thank them for trusting you to make the right choice. They have worked hard, they have struggled, and they have learned from their mistakes, but that's how you make leaders. Finally, to the graduates, know that we appreciate the many, many ways you have created community at UCSC. We are excited for you as you begin your new chapter in your new life as a banana slug alumni. Please keep in touch so we can bring you back to mentor young students and to participate in alumni events like the Multicultural Careers Conference. We are incredibly proud of you and for your accomplishments. Congratulations on becoming a Banana Slug alum. Go class of 2010.
Okay, so next up, we have a performance by the Vietnamese Student Association. VSA is a student-run organization on campus, and it was established 10 years ago. And throughout the 10 years, they have grown tremendously. Their main aim is to promote and preserve the Vietnamese culture on campus, and one of the ways that they do that is by showcasing their Vietnamese dance. So for us today, they will be performing a Fran and umbrella dance. So help welcome VSA to the stage. Woo-hoo! have Kai Chu. Kai is an alum from UCSC, and she graduated from Oaks College in 2003. She is now she is now the program coordinator for the Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center, and she will be presenting the winner for the Christine Antu Tran Malaria Award.
Thank you, Nancy, for introducing me. And the award I will be presenting to a graduating student was established in 2005 in the memory of UCSC alum Christy Antu Trin Malarney. Christy graduated in 1990 from Merrill College, majoring in politics and East Asian studies. While at UCSC, she served 2 years as the president of the Vietnamese Student Association. Her commitment to improving the lives of Vietnamese people continued through her graduate school research on refugee policies and work in Vietnamese refugee camps in Hong Kong. The Christy Antu Trin Malarney Student Award seeks to recognize a graduating UCSC student who shows a similar commitment to educational achievement and helping Vietnamese people. This year's award recipient will receive $1,000. I know. So this year's recipient is affiliated with Oaks College and majored in psychology with an education minor. She has demonstrated her dedication in leadership roles on and off campus, and for the past year, she has been the dance choreographer for the Vietnamese Student Association, enabling her to expose students, parents, and members of the faculty to the rich Vietnamese traditions of culture, costume, and music. Academically, she has spent her final year at UCSC as a research assistant for Live Oak Participation Action Research Project, which is sponsored by UC Links and the UCSC Psychology Department, led by Professor Langout. Professor Langout has described the recipient's relationship with youth as calm, understanding, caring, patient, and respectful, which have been invaluable qualities for the research project. Langout also shares how the recipient has shared her experiences and passion for service to the community, especially the Vietnamese community, through discussions of social justice, social movements, race, class, and gender with the use in the Participatory Action Research Project. After graduation, the recipient plans to pursue a graduate degree in the field of school counseling and hopes to open a nonprofit after-school program for disadvantaged Vietnamese American students, which will aim to help them achieve academic success and broaden their educational opportunities while maintaining their cultural roots. Please help me congratulate this year's Christy Antu Trin Malarney Student Award to Lee Nguyen. Is she here? Oh, she scares me.
To introduce Lloyd Olivan. He is a third year from College 9 and is majoring in sociology. He'll be introducing our faculty speaker.
Good afternoon. We are honored to have Professor Steve McKay here today as our keynote faculty speaker. Professor McKay is an assistant professor at the University of California, Santa Cruz. He received his PhD in sociology at the University of Wisconsin, Madison. His research includes Filipino labor and diaspora, work in labor markets, globalization, and masculinity. He has close ties to many of the seniors here graduating today, as he was the faculty advisor for the Filipino Cultural Celebration 19, of which many of the graduates here today took part in. Please join me in welcoming the faculty speaker for the 2010 AAPI year-end ceremony, Professor Steve McKay.
Wonderful, thank you for inviting me. I really feel honored to be able to share this exhilarating moment with you and your family, so I'm very honored to be here. First, congratulations to the graduating class of 2010. You are all really a phenomenal bunch, and it's great to see so many faces of so many of my students that I've come to know in my classes and outside of classes as well. I'm sure you're all feeling pretty good right now. Really good? All right. And I know your families are feeling incredibly proud. When I was asked to speak and was reflecting on this year's theme, A New Chapter Begins, I was immediately reminded of one of my favorite books. It's called Passionate Journey, and it's by Franz Masseril. It was published about 90 years ago. It's a little ironic because it is one of my favorite books, and as I'm a professor and I'm known for loving to assign a lot of readings, yet this book actually has no words. So I only recommend it to you now that I'm actually, now that you're finished. But it's a novel in 165 woodcuts, and it's sort of a manga of the post-World War I Berlin. But the book depicts a young man's coming of age through his engagement with the world. It is sort of an autobiography of the spirit, as he leaves his rural home and experiences life's passions and the world around him to the fullest. His first love and heartbreak, dancing and debating, laboring in factories and immersed in the library, strolling in the woods alone, and marching in a crowd for peace and justice. What I always remember in the book is that it begins and ends with his visions of his horizons. So he starts off coming into the city with looking at the city and sort of the gleaming potential of the new city and a new life, a life of promise and pitfalls, of a modern age, and the prospects for growth and the possibilities for change and fulfillment. And it ends with him looking out. He's still in the city, but now he's looking out beyond, in part to where he came from and beyond, and really contemplating how the world has changed. And at all times, these horizons, moving, expanding, and each step forward, are linked to his passions, his contemplation, his indignation, and his exuberance. So take a minute to reflect on your own journey through UCSC, your own horizons, and how they have shifted, grown, and broadened in your time at Santa Cruz. Remember the first time you stepped on campus, when you thought this crazy redwood forest wasn't the University of California, Santa Cruz, but more like Uncle Charlie's summer camp. Or when you saw for the first time deer, actual wild deer, and you got so excited you took pictures of them with your cell phone. Remember the feeling and the horizons you had when you were a freshman and you came here. You were probably intimidated and just a bit scared. Maybe your goals were pretty close and narrow, just to survive your first stats exam, figure out how to get downtown and back, or just to make a friend or two in your dorm. By sophomore and junior years, you're getting more comfortable, experience new things and widening your horizons. Maybe you moved out off of campus and had to learn how to cook for the first time. In classes, you're learning more about the world, how it has come to be, and how it really works. Maybe you joined a student organization, began to find your community, and to reach out and work with other communities. Maybe you experienced or joined in your first demonstration, one of many on campus. Maybe you braved the cold Pacific and tried your luck at the cold water surfing, or wandered over to the meadow to find out what this whole famous 420 day was all about. Now, don't worry, parents. They just wanted to check it out, and they definitely didn't inhale, right? By senior year, you own the place. You realized maybe that the professors really don't know everything. You spoke up in class, you challenged yourself, and you challenged others. You didn't just join, but you organized events and demonstrations. You didn't just attend, but you created performances. For Christ's sake, some of you here performed this year naked dancing on stage in hair. Think about that for a moment. Did you ever imagine before coming here you actually would dance naked on stage in front of hundreds of people? I'm sure parents and siblings don't really want to imagine that, but you really have come a long way. And so now at this moment, as you've grown, you've moved forward, and you step beyond the footbridges and forests of UCSC, you emerge in a new clearing, a new vista with a new horizon. When you arrived, getting your bachelor's degree was a distant dream. Now you're getting ready for far-flung traveling adventures, preparing for graduate professional degrees, or even the exciting world of employment. Graduate school never looked so good. As you move on, you'll realize how much your time here has shifted your worldview. You'll look back at the world. Many of you will be going home, your hometowns. They'll seem a lot different now after UCSC. Before, you were merely curious about how the world works. Now, you're focused and ready to change it. You don't need to remind me that times are tough and the world beyond our campus is not in such great shape. Arizona's new laws seem to signal a new move toward criminalizing and racial profiling of immigrants, a disturbing trend that has implications for all immigrant groups, who are actually the backbone of our economy. Our oceans and our economy have been fouled by the neglect and hubris of corporate giants that tell us they can police themselves and have everything under the control, except, of course, when they don't, and then come running to the state and public coffers for a bailout or a way to clean up their mess. Or our university system, the University of California, that made a promise that a world-class education would remain open and affordable to all Californians, which now seems on the verge of reneging on that promise, slashing campus budgets and raising tuitions to levels that are pricing most Californians out of a quality public education. I don't have any easy answers, and I'm not going to go on about all the problems. When I asked some students, when I was going to ask to give this talk, I asked them, well, what should I talk about? And they said, whatever you do, don't be a downer. And whatever you do, don't tell everyone just to volunteer. We hate that. So I'm not going to tell you to do that. What I do want to say is that, that what we do know, we don't have the answers, but we do know that the world needs young people, passionate, brilliant, innovative, and yes, idealistic young people such as you, to take on these problems, to engage these issues, to rise to the challenges that are before us. So with the love and support of families and friends here, with the strength of your community behind you, and with the wonderful experiences and wisdom you've gained at UCSC, go forth, continue your own passionate journey of awe and outrage, discovery and creativity, engagement and lustful exuberance toward fulfilling your own boundless potential and making this world a better place. Thanks.
Thank you, Professor Steve McKay. So our next performance is by a graduating senior. She has been an inspiration to me and as well as to many of others who are here today. She has been a strong student activism on campus and as well as to her community. Some of the works that she has done here on campus is she was a co-chair for Engaging Education. She was one of the co-coordinators for a PISA's outreach program called Motivation Conference. And she has been the Pacific Islander voice on campus throughout her 4 years here. Today she's going to be performing one of her spoken word pieces with us, and I'm really happy to have her up here. So please help me welcome Teresa Sergantano.
My name's Teresa. I'm a fourth year graduating from College 10, Community Studies major, education minor. Excuse me for being late. I just came from my department end of the year ceremony just now, and I'm really happy to be here to perform this piece with you. For those of you who may not know, I was part of the Kinetic Poetic Poetry Slam team here at UC Santa Cruz this year. We went on to compete in the Nationals in Boston, Massachusetts. And as a team, we competed against 35 other university teams. And out of 35 teams, 4-day festival, we came home with second place. I know the theme for this year's year-end ceremony is a new chapter begins, in the idea of moving on, moving forward, and starting new things. This poem kind of speaks to that, but more so about before starting those new chapters and embarking on those new opportunities. It's more about speaking about the things that I've learned throughout my time here, as well as the things that I will push myself to educate others about. These are some of the things that I've taken away through my experience here at UC Santa Cruz. Thank you for letting me perform this. This is my last performance here at UC Santa Cruz, so this was good. Okay. Life Mentor #1 tells me to speak about what I know. Don't front, Risa. If you're trying to do the contrary, they're gonna see right through you. Stick to what you know. Life mentor number 2 tells me to teach them what they don't know. Straight to the point, he tells me I smell like urgency these days, especially since I cut my hair. Teach them what they don't know. Trial run for both begins right now. 1. We broke up back in December, and I still can't go a single night without crying myself to insomnia, then forcing myself to sleep. Attempting a casual conversation with each other these days is like pulling on a rope that leads to an anchor that is cemented to the ocean, both of us accustomed to sinking on this boat that we are both pulling from. The reality of our failed love continues to saunter in tight circles around us because neither one of us wanted to be the first to hurt the other with calling it quits, so instead, we go on, killing each other loudly, AK-47s bullseyed on our hearts so that there's no mistake of whose fault it is this time. You and I are not easy to love. We never have been. So we love hard. We've been loving, and it's hard, and sometimes we're just hard to love, but we love nonetheless. I have learned through this broken heart still mending that it is okay to be a daughter, a student, an organizer, a poet, and your ex-lover all at the same time if it means that in the long run I will be stronger, that this heart will still be mending, will be stitched with the finest thread of hope, steel-plated for whatever battle is up next, because if this is the greatest pain of my immediate existence thus far, then I can't wait to laugh about this in hindsight. Forgive me if you needed all of me when I was broken. Finger paint my petals with faith so that they can go back into their places. Some of us are just late bloomers too. I don't know what it means to be here for myself. College, UC Santa Cruz. Never felt the butterfly's birth from pep talks exchanged with college-educated parents. Never experienced the luxury of dry eyes each time I talk about the youth in my community, like Austin. 15-year-old boy built into brick wall shoulders and infantile hands, hailing from the Sunnydale projects of San Francisco. Samoan boys like Austin, whose bodies are on the market for auctioning like fresh fish on Stockton Street in Chinatown. 2 major bidders are all of these boys see in their future. Both specialize in recruitment, but not the kind that gets you into college, but the ones that throw you footballs to convince you got it. But pigskin don't necessarily keep the swine flu from spreading. Just ask Oakland, Oscar Grant's parents, Austin's P.O., and every brown boy of color on the block. Baby boy can't trick himself out of believing that this is all he will ever know, because the moment he even dares to dream himself lucid is the moment U.S. military affairs are showing up at his door. I am 2 days away from having graduated fully from this place. On behalf of my entire community, first generation on my father's side of the family, Daddy, this one is for all of us back home. Happy early Father's Day, 3. Not every social issue and step towards change begins with direct action. Ask Arizona immigrants, the Black Student Union of UC San Diego, the tsunami, earthquake, and typhoon victims of Asia and the entire Pacific Islands. Ask Haiti. Ask AB 540 students. Ask those students who won't be here in the fall at UC Santa Cruz. In some cases, maybe even more than I know. Some issues begin with fear. 4. Justice only exists because injustice existed first. 4. Justice only exists because injustice existed first. 5. Graduation may seem like an accomplishment for some, but for the rest of us, graduating from a place like this helps us to remember that we are survivors, y'all. 6. Budget cuts, environmental racism, gentrification, whiteness, privilege, homophobia, and every other diamond-studded buzzword that comes spewing out of the mouth of this university is used to describe the way it's always been for us. Communities of color are tired of being textbook theories. We are so tired of being spectacles, exotic artifacts, museums, exhibits, Broadway musicals, amusement park roller coasters, summer vacation hotspots, eggs, rice, sugar, bread, coffee, t-shirts, and your next research paper topic. I don't know what to tell you when you ask me how to make this right, because we don't have time machines available, and colonization diseased every body of land inhabited by humanity. I was born of these consequences. You were born of consequences too. I haven't lived long enough to know what to do with all of this anyways, but I know that no one ever told us that to play this game called undergraduate degree, we would have to spend money we don't even have on buying back what's left of our people's dignities. They were free to begin with, and then they were stolen. Ethnic studies is boiling underneath our skin, and our children are begging for us to save them before they are even born. We've never been one to call our state of living a crisis. For lack of a better word, Most times, we just call it life. 7, if you think that I write too much about the struggles that people of color and other oppressed communities face, then that's too bad. If you're uncomfortable right now, then good. Find the beauty in your discomfort and tell me what shade of rainbow it looks like when you finally accept it. If you don't understand this poem, then talk to me. Cut the awkward and let's dialogue instead of staying ignorant and pissed off. If you're feeling me, then I want you to come to me and tell me why. No apologies will be made for failed connections between these few lines and your reflection in the mirror. This level that I'm on right now, this sudden urgency to wanting to let it all hang out could quite possibly be due to the fact that somebody here in this room gave me, Risa, a first-generation, queer, working-class woman, student, and soon-to-be college graduate of color, a few minutes out of this lifetime to spit a poem. But what you really did was something more. Alarms are set off. The fire's been blazing for quite some time now, and it's not gonna stop anytime soon. Give somebody like me a time slot to recite some poetry and stand witness, braced heavy against the back of the walls even as I attempt to immortalize each and every one of our ancestors, immortalize every colonized space and wounded territory in our bodies that have been told, like Samoa and the Philippines and Puerto Rico and Guam and Cambodia and Haiti have been told that these native moments, native feelings, native people do not belong, that who we are isn't rightfully ours. If down the road you look back and never remember any of this, this is for everything contrary to that notion. My hope is that you, in fact, will always remember that one ceremony where this Pacific Islander woman whispered you enough mercy wishes, handpicking them from the stars in your sky herself, hoping that you never forget that communities like hers existed. This was never a poem to begin with if you were listening. This was a trial run for sharing what I know and attempting to teach you what you don't know. No textbook searches were involved. No interviews were conducted. A trial run, if you remember. Imagine what it'll be like when it's the actual real thing. Thank you.
Next up, I'd like to introduce Yesenia Ramos, who is a third year from College 9. She's a politics and feminist studies major, and she will be introducing our first student speaker.
Thank you all for being here. I'm going to be introducing someone very special to me, someone who's changed my life, and that is my friend Tommy Lee. So I met Tommy Lee my first year. Now I'm in my third year. He's graduating. You know, we shared moments like marching down the street, like for immigration reform while it's pouring, okay. I'm sorry, no. It's because this school, this university, this community, it's gonna be saying goodbye to a lot of good people, you know? A lot of people have changed my life. Okay. So, you know, whether it's marching down the street, you know, during pouring rain, asking for demanding immigration reform, you know, teaching the class about our histories that aren't taught in those classrooms. You know, it's up to us to teach that. Or making his presence known all the way from Sacramento to LA to Washington, D.C. You know, lobbying for student rights, for our right to be here right now, for our right to graduate. Tommy has influenced me with his resiliency, his passion, his need to make his voice heard, because a lot of us aren't listened to, so we have to struggle to make sure that we are. I know that this is the end of his undergraduate career, but it's only the beginning of the greatness Tommy will achieve, you know. So without further ado, I would like to introduce my friend, Tommy Lee.
I'd just like to thank all of you for giving me this space and lending me your ears and allowing me to articulate my, I guess, my journey through here at UC Santa Cruz. I'm like really nervous because, okay, let me try to think. So I think this was one of the most important graduation ceremonies that I participate in, even more than my college ceremony, which is tomorrow with Merrill. But I found that this was more important to me because it was me graduating and being with the people who I've pretty much struggled with here on this campus in understanding our Asian Pacific Islander identities. I don't know. Fellow sisters and brothers, comrades, family members, staff and faculty, and the graduating class of 2010. So congratulations. This is for everyone, including family members, because without y'all, none of us will be here, I feel. My name is Tommy Lee. I'm a low-income, first-generation, non-traditional Vietnamese American. I'm a child of Vietnamese immigrants and the first person in my entire family in the United States to have attended and now about to graduate from a four-year university. So today we're here in celebration, celebrating the many accomplishments that we've had endured for the past 4 to 5 years. And celebrating with us are the people who supported us throughout our entire lives. And as we move forward and step out of this institution, we enter a very harsh society and a struggling economy. But as terrible as that may be, we enter this world with innovative, creative ideas and theories in order to create social change and pretty much create a new world paradigm. Hey, shout out to engaging education. So, as the theme of this ceremony is based on a new chapter begins, we do just that. However, what I want to talk to you about today is, although we start a new chapter, we have to look and remember and acknowledge the previous chapters, our past, especially the ones that we've gained at this institution, that we've journeyed through in this institution, and to ultimately to acknowledge the amount of privilege that we do have as graduating students of this university, and even more, like we are the representation of our communities. We are representatives of our communities. So by just graduating, we are making a very huge statement of accomplishments. So my chapter begins, like most of us, that are sitting there right now, but we'll be on here in a little bit. Started when first moved in the dorms. I lived in Merrill College, hey, up in the hill. No one liked to come up to see us because we're up in the hill. I would say one of the most difficult things when moving to Merrill College was having to transition, because I came from LA, you know, from the I wrote this down, it sounds really cute. Having to transition from a concrete jungle of LA to an actual jungle here at Santa Cruz. And other than that, it's like being a first generation, like emphasizing being a first generation non-traditional Southeast Asian student. Okay, throwing around papers. So when I came here, I didn't really have a support network. I was the only student from my high school to come here. Didn't really have friends. Nor did I really have the knowledge to navigate myself into and throughout this university, like learning about A through G requirements and like really going to show like the stuff that I went through in high school was that like having to know that I could have taken AP classes, but I couldn't because my counselor was like saying, oh, there's too many Asians in AP classes, so you don't need to sign up for that. And really, this is addressing like the the institutionalized racism that we do face as communities of color and as underrepresented Asian Pacific Islander students that we are. At the end of my first year, I was involved with the Motivation Conference. And this was a student-run, student-led conference that brought non-yield students. So non-yield meaning students who are not accepted into the university, students who don't even think about don't even see that this is an option for them, don't see higher education as an option for them. So it's like, and through participating and volunteering for this conference, I really became very politicized and really pulled me towards the activism and my fight for social justice, as having to march through the rain in May Day for immigration reform with Yesenia. But it's like, the youth at these conferences represent like the criminally, really hardcore who are really underrepresented and don't really have the service as we do now, and really recognizing that our privilege is that we've had the ability to apply and now sit here and graduate and move forward. But it's for these youth, it's not. It's so difficult to think. It's really hard to comprehend. It's like, it's pretty much an invisibility act because, sorry. So and really, so this past year was a lot. You could say it was a hot mess. This year, we've seen the university become more inaccessible and less affordable, especially for our communities, especially for these communities, for these young communities. With the 32% fee increases back in November, with the campus services that we see now being cut, with community studies being cut, or already cut, and seeing the disappearing act that undocumented students face on this campus. So with these issues, with fee increases, who don't receive financial aid at all, who have to pay out of their own pockets to attend this university. So it's like, I guess, main key word of this speech, like checking our own privileges as we move on into the future and remembering our past. And I think throughout the 4 years that I had, it was a lot of pain and a lot of struggle, realizing my own identity, realizing that someone like me is not supposed to be in this university. So I was looking up quotes. So I think Angela Davis says this that pinpoints it, and really reasoning why I organize and why I'm here to fight for social justice, because for me, I want to be the voice for people who don't really have a voice, who are, by stepping up, they could get arrested, they could get deported, they could be, or worse. So the quote, so Angela Davis says, "We are pushed by our pain until we are pulled by our vision." I think this is, and then another person had a great quote. It's like about struggle. Sorry, I kind of ran out of lines this, yeah, I was writing it throughout this whole entire thing, but then it kind of like, okay, now I'm just ad-libbing. Okay, so, do I have a time limit too? Okay, no? Okay, I'll just talk. His name is Steve Adcoff. He's like the political director or organizer for the AFL-CIO. He said that the most important thing, the best thing about the struggle, or the most important thing about the movement is the struggle. However, the second best thing to that is the people that you struggle with. It's like being here, and I know a lot of the folks who are sitting here are really close and really helped me in my process of identifying and learning about my identity, and really organizing and fighting. But by you being able to use our pain as a way to influence us, to push us into the future, to be able to fight for something that is greater, that is even greater than us, and then being pulled by our vision, because this is the vision that we want to see, a more accessible, well, my vision, a more accessible, equal, free, higher education for our communities, for our youth. I think, okay, trying to figure out what else to say. And I think one of the things that I've learned here isn't from what I've learned in the classroom, is being able to struggle with the people and learning from other people. Working at the SOAR office has really, and teaching a class about API identity has really made me humbled that I was given these opportunities, and I'm not sure how to continue this, but I'm just thankful, and I thank y'all for coming. I guess I'm gonna end up right now. Thank y'all for coming. I know folks who are from SoCal area kind of drove up last night. My parents drove here, left LA at like 3 a.m. in the morning just to be here to see me. So I thank you all. I thank you for listening to me. Yeah, thanks.
Next up, I'm gonna ask for Everett Out to come up here. He's a second year from Merrill with a health science major.
Hello, I'm here to introduce Miss Marianne Cuison. She's right there. So many of you might not know, but Marianne Cuison is a real-life superwoman. She does so many things that blows my mind. From being a student activist to being a PDT coordinator to being a Filipino Student Association co-chair, which, might I add, is a lot of work. And on top of that, she's an amazing friend and very, very talented with so many other things. So with no further ado, I'd like to welcome Marianne Cuison to the stage.
As we, my fellow graduates, go on and begin a new chapter in our lives, do not forget where you came from. Do not lose sight of what you have done here at UCSC and what affected you the most. Our class has been known to be the impact, the change of this campus, and in a very special way. We brought change and diversity to this campus, class of 2010. Who brings diversity? We do. Oh, let's do that again. Who brings diversity? We bring diversity. Ha. Tight? Okay. So the past 4 years here, we have been through challenges and different stories. All of us have had a different story, a different chapter. It's the same chapter here at it's at UCSC, but we've all had different chapters and different memories, and it's been an amazing time. In times of trouble, while I was here at UCSC, I found my solutions by going to the ocean and seeing that something much bigger than me was out in the world. The ocean is ginormous. I'm small. And knowing that there was something bigger than me, bigger than my problems, it brought me to humble down my own issues and not be so involved with myself and be more on a community level, more seeing the bigger picture. And and also seeing the waves come in, sitting there next to the ocean, seeing the waves come in one after another, knowing that problems come one after another, challenges come one after another, but they always go away. Like waves come in, they recede. Is that the word? Recede, recess. Just like hairlines. Sorry. And I also didn't bring my glasses, so I can't really see. Okay, it's okay. That's not an awe. It's more of a ha-ha. Okay, so seeing that my problems were big anymore and I couldn't really control the waves. You can't control waves. You can't tell the waves to stop. And bringing this metaphor into what we're going to be experiencing in our new chapter as our new chapter begins. Challenges come one after another, but you can either crash into a wave, crash into a challenge, and learn from it, or you can learn its patterns and move away from the wave, move away from the challenge. As this new chapter begins, let each wave crash into you and learn from it. Paddle with all your might. The ocean, like the world, is ginormous. Events will come up, but catch every wave you can. If you do not like the wave, another wave will come, and you can catch and learn from that. And I'm going to end with a quote, because everyone seems to do quotes. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. A new chapter in your life is going to begin. Congratulations, class of 2010. Yes!
Please give a warm welcome to Hisong Imain. They celebrate the beauty of diverse cultures uniting through music, song, and harmony. They are also the a cappella aspect of the Filipino Student Association.
Once upon a time, a girl with moonlight in her eyes put her hand in mine and said she loves me so. But that was once upon a time, very long ago.
Once upon a hill, we sat beneath the willow tree.
Beneath the willow tree,
Counting all the stars and waiting for the dawn, But that was once upon a time. Now the tree is gone. Now the breeze tomorrow wasn't there. We were young and didn't have a care. Oh, where did it go? Oh, where did it go? Once upon a time, the world was sweeter than we knew.
sweeter than we knew.
Everything was ours. How happy we were then, But somehow, once upon a time, never comes
If there's a prize for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that. No man is worth the aggravation. It's ancient history, been there, done that. Oh no! Oh, no chance, no way, I won't say it, no, no. It's too cliche, I won't say I'm in love. I thought my heart had learned its lesson. It feels so good when you start out. My head is screaming, get a grip, girl. Unless you're dying to cry your heart out. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, no chance, no way, I won't say it, no, no. the scene, won't play, I won't say I'm in love. Ooh, your way of base, I won't say it. Get off my case, I won't say it. Oh, at least out loud, I won't say I'm in love.
So we're going to be singing our last song for you guys, and we hope you guys enjoy it. The message is lean on us. As we are going into the new world of opportunities like jobs and everything, we want to show you guys that you still have a community here at UCSC, as well as your fellow graduates and the alumni from before, to lean on whenever you guys need us.
Introduce George Ha. He is a second year from college, 9 with a business management economics major, and he was also our / community coordinator this year. So, hey, George.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2010. Kenzie Trenner graduated in 1999 from Oaks College with college honors and honors in his major of American Studies. He was also elected in Phi Beta Kappa. During his time at UCSC, Kenji was actively involved with the Japanese American Student Association, the Asian Pacific Islander Student Alliance, and he is also a founding member of the Asian American Pacific Islander Resource Center. Following graduation, Kenji spent a year living and teaching English in a village in Japan. He has also worked in several youth and educational organizations in the Bay Area, and is currently a program officer at the James Irvine Foundation at San Francisco. As a volunteer, Kenji is the CFO of the Next Generation Scholar, a community-based nonprofit that he co-founded to improve educational outcomes for low-income youth in Marin County. Kenji earned a master's degree in public administration at the University of San Francisco, and he also holds a professional certification in nonprofit management from San Jose State University. On our behalf, it is my pleasure at this time to introduce our speaker. Please join me in welcoming UCSC alum Kenji Trenner.
I think, like you've heard from other speakers, I got asked to say a few words, and I was not really sure what to say, so I posed the question right back. And the planning committee, who have done a great job with putting on this event, I'm seriously impressed. Came back and said, the theme is a new chapter begins, and in particular, possibly could I offer sort of a message of hope despite these economically challenging times for graduates. So hopefully I'm going to try and do that and keep it relatively brief. But I definitely will say that no doubt the current environment is challenging right now. There's not a big boom phase going on. When I was graduated, it was .coms, and that's how old I am. And real estate or finance were kind of the hot thing a couple years ago. I think to some degree, obviously, it would be nice if the economy were in better shape, but it's also good to not get caught up in one of those boom cycles. I think really the first thing I would say about that is really, this is sort of an opportunity also to see that these times are rough. You can think a little bit differently about how you're going to try and proceed in your next steps. And I would say, put less pressure on yourself. Sort of embrace the fact that, one, generally nobody gets a super sweet job their first year out of college. And so I think that whole resume building, I'm going to make a strategic decision kind of situation, it's going to be hard right now, but it's also going to be a space where I think if you embrace the opportunity, continue to explore. I think so much of being a student is exploring, and all of that can continue and should continue, frankly, as you take the next step. And as you heard, my first thing out of Santa Cruz was to go to Japan and to be a teacher. And guess what? I'm not in Japan, and I'm not a teacher. So I think so much of it is about getting out there and trying some stuff out and seeing how it works. Seeing if it works for you, seeing if it's the right space, seeing if it works for your family, and importantly, if it works for your community as well. So that's my first quick piece. I also think that this is also, a time when if you're not so interested in trying to find a clear path, that you can embrace this opportunity. I think now more than ever, creativity, entrepreneurial spirit, doing your own thing, that's really, really something that you can kind of do right now without being seen as reckless, quote unquote. And so, I think as we've heard with not just in the university context with budget cuts, but I think overall in society, there's sort of a mindset of wanting to hunker down and scale back our aspirations and our ideas of what is possible. But really, I would encourage you, as all of the other speakers have, to continue to be bold, and go out there and be inspirational to yourself, be inspirational to your peers, be inspirational to your community. And actually, particularly in times like this, you can really make yourself stand out by having that mentality and carrying that work forward. I think that means keeping yourself open to new things and new possibilities. I think the other thing that I would say, obviously, when times are tight and money short, that other people's money is really fabulous to use if you can get your hands on it. So, I think if you have limited resources of your own, I don't want folks to feel like that should limit what you want to do and how to go about it. I think a really important skill that I've heard almost everybody here already talk about is being a student and learning how to hustle, right? You've got to hustle, and you got to struggle, and you got to make it happen, and you do that for yourself, and you do that for your organizations here, and you do that for your families and for your communities, and you have to keep that momentum, and you have to keep that skill set and apply it out there. And there definitely are resources to be found. I think, if the direct way would be to pay for everything yourself, you just got to learn how to get in on the side, on some stuff. So I think I'm here as an alum to tell you that people like me are out there, and we are happy, and we would welcome getting hit up. Come talk to us. There are folks out there who have resources and who want to bring them to bear on your behalf. I think overall, being here as an alumni, I'm just hugely impressed with how things have gone since the years that I was here. I think every single one of the student speakers and the performers has really been phenomenally impressive to me, and I think as a representative of the alumni community, I just want to say that I feel really proud to be part of a lineage that predates all of us. It goes way, way back to those who struggled and put in time before us, and just on the struggling tip, I also really think that struggle is a really important form of love and of sacrifice, and I think it's great to be here and to see how much that spirit of people know what struggle is, but they also know where it comes from. Carry that forward, and so, the student-directed seminars that I've heard about, obviously the year-end ceremony, when I was a student here, none of this existed. I know that Ashish mentioned sort of the history that it had been started, but really when I was here, it had died out, so it's really incredible to see it come back, and so, for me, again, as an alumni, I'm really proud and wanted to offer a few words, but also wanted to make sure that that there are alums out there, and we're ready for you and we welcome you. And so thank you so much, and many, many congratulations to you as the class of 2010.
Now we would like to have Nancy Kim, Kenji Trenner, and Steve McKay come on stage to take place in presenting the sashes for the seniors. Quinn, Tammy. Sorry. College 8, MCD Biology.
I just want to say thank you to my BSA family, my KGD family. KGDs, are any of the girls here tonight? Woo! And then, and my actual family. They're not here tonight, but yeah, okay, that's all. Oh.
Jess, you? Biology major from Oaks.
I would like to say thank you to my BSA family, all my friends, and especially to my best friend Sarah Maya, 4 years.
Jennifer Nguyen. College 8, Molecular Cellular Developmental Biology.
Hello. I just want to say thank you to my friends and family, and go KGD and BSA.
Judy Tran. Psychology major from Crown.
Okay, I want to thank KGD for being amazing sisters, and BSA for being an amazing family, and APRIC interns. And interns, I can't believe we woke up at 5 a.m. just to watch the sunrise, but it's the most memorable moment of today, so I'll always remember it. And I want to thank June for being there since my freshman year. And lastly, I want to thank my mom and dad who've been there all my life. I love you, Mom and Dad.
Lee Nguyen, Oaks College, Sociology.
I just want to say thank you, everyone who believed in me, and I did it, Mom.
Tommy Lee. Merrill College, American Studies.
Cảm ơn má, cảm ơn bà. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you so. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you for helping me. And
Marianne Yan Kusan. College 9, Community Studies.
Woo! Yeah,
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you, Tere, for letting me bother you all the time. Paulina for letting me bother you all the time. Angel, Jose, Lily, E squared, PDT. I see PDT. FSA. I see FSA. Parents for coming. My parents are here, so I'll treat you as my parents right now. Also am I missing Lily up there and Jonna and. Who's that? Right, yeah. And Mari and Derek and Daryl and Reese for cooking. And okay, this is 30 seconds. Okay, bye.
Teresa Tsiagatonu. A community studies major with an education minor in College 10.
Big ups to E Squared, Engage Education. Thank you for everything. Oh my God, this is more emotional than I thought. Thank you, Paulina, for everything. Thank you, Motivation Conference of Pisa, FSA for letting me be an ally to your community. Thank you to all the ethnic orgs. Please continue to organize if you're still doing it. Thank you to Maggie Kong. Are you here? Laurent? Laurent, hi! And everyone, say cheese. 1, 2, 3. Okay, love you, bye.
T. Nguyen. Oaks College Intensive Psychology.
Hi, everybody. I want to thank my parents. If it wasn't for them, I would never made it so far. I want to thank my friend. If you guys are out there, I can't see anything without my glasses. And thank you, API. Thank you so much.
Samantha Batista. Health Sciences from Oaks College.
Hi everyone. Okay, I just wanted to thank all of you for being here today. Thank you, SOAR, E Squared, FSA. You guys have made my experience so much better. Shout out to IH. Woo. All right. Yeah, thank you, and also to the grad committee for putting this on.
Joseph Cantuno. Porter College in Psychology and Politics.
Hi. No. I'd like to thank. Sing it. I don't know. I'd like to thank the Filipino Student Association, Rainbow Theater. I would like to thank Isang Humig for always being there for me. All the other communities that I've been a part of, and I'd also like to thank my lovely parents and my grandma who are here today. Thank you, family, for paying for college. It's expensive, and thank you for believing in me that I could do it. Thank you.
Mark Meneses. Psychology major from Oaks.
It's just a microphone. I would like to thank IH, People Power, PDT, and FSA, all the friends that I've met over the 4 years, and my girlfriend. Thank you guys for making this the best 4 years of my life.
Claudette Santiago. Kresge College, Theater Arts.
Hello, I'd like to thank the grad committee for the lovely sashes and the wonderful ceremony, the audience for being awesome, and all my friends and family and everyone who needs to be thanked, but I can't thank them because I can't think of them right now. Hello, goodbye.
Brigitte Mariga. Legal Studies and American Studies from Oaks College.
Hello. I want to thank my mom and dad for being here. Up there, Rehan and Bob. Don't be shy. And I want to thank E Squared, Pisa, FSA, all the communities for being here, creating a space for us API students. Shout outs to Saleandro, Avatar, Beta Theta Theta Beta, and I think that's everyone.
Dora Korn. Merrill, and Business Management Economics.
Fortunately, my parents can't make it today, but they are on the plane here from Cambodia to see me tomorrow at Merrill. Nonetheless, I would like to say thank you to my mom and dad for working very hard to send me abroad and study here at UC Santa Cruz. I've very much enjoyed my 3 years here, and I think all thanks to my two best buddies here, Bernardo Butler, he's in the Marines serving the country, and Carell right there. Thank you guys very much, and thank you to YEC for making this possible, and especially love the sash, purple, my favorite color. Thank you.
Barbara Barton.
First, want to thank the year-end committees for putting this on. It's pretty amazing. I want to thank ERC, APISA, SOAR, E Squared, MC, Aishi, everyone that's taught me so much and have helped me grow as a person and want me to continue to learn. And thank you to Nancy Kim, who's always given an ear for me to yap in, and all my friends that are here. Thank you so much.
Sandra Jong In Lane. College 8, major in politics and feminist studies.
Hi, I just want to thank everyone who's just given me love and support since I've been here. My mom and my sister for keeping me centered and grounded here. Cousin, SOAR, E Squared, APISA, all the people I've met who've just taught me a lot outside the classroom. And yeah, thanks for coming, Nina, Mom, Will. I look forward to meeting you. And that's all. All right, thank you.
Marnie Fountain Bongoria. Yes.
I just want to thank my my friends, old and new, my family for all the support, for getting me through these years. It's been really tough, but you've pushed me into this bittersweet path called adulthood, with where I resisted as much as I could, but it is in your love that I find home. And thank you.
John May. Crown College, Biochemistry and Molecular Biology.
I'd like to thank my family and friends, especially the people that are standing right here. Shout out to Reese, Greg, Joanna, Chuck, another Joanna, Olivia, Patty, and so much more. Thank you, everyone.
June Mien. A psychology major from Cowell.
First of all, I just want to thank my parents for always being there supporting me. Next, I would like to thank my friends and my bros. Without you guys, college wouldn't be this fun. Last, I want to thank my girlfriend Judy for being the best girlfriend ever could have, or someone could ever have. I just want to say that I love you, and yeah.
Jimmy Quinn. College Merrill and Business Management Economics.
So first, I want to thank my VSA family. And second, my real family, my grandparents, my mom, my dad, sister, my uncle up there. So June, I challenged him to propose to his girlfriend, but then he told me to do the same thing, so I said no, right? So, but I want to thank Hang No. She's been there since day one for me, since college, and I would not have done it without her. Thank you.
Mark Bam. Psychology major from Oaks. I'm so sorry.
My family isn't here today, but I'd like to thank my VSA family. Best choice I made since I've been here, and for everything that you guys have done for me, I'm truly indebted to you. Thanks.
Michael Mojica. Oaks College, Environmental Studies and Economics combined.
I would like to thank all the student orgs and all my friends. And also my housemates who's also graduating, Terry, Jen, and Marlon. And thank you everybody for giving me a great experience in Santa Cruz.
Marlon Mansada. MCD Bio from Oaks.
Hello, so basically, I would like to thank my family and friends, especially my parents. They worked so hard to pay for my tuition, and from now on, I'll be supporting them. I hella love you, Mommy and Daddy.
Kevin Ip. College 10, Mathematics.
Right. I would like to thank everyone for everything. Thank you.
Kelly Huan. Business Management Economics major.
I didn't know I was gonna have to speak, and I'm a little undressed, sorry. But I want to give a shout out to my friends who came here, Sir Yang, Calvin, Andrew, Queena, and Amy. And yeah, congrats.
Karina Ma. Cal College and Psychology.
Thank my friends, my family, and my sisters for supporting me throughout college.
Stephanie Gerlach. Molecular Cell Development Biology major from Kresge.
I want to thank my mom for all her love and support. She's been a great role model in my life and in my college. And I want to thank KGD for making college so much fun. Thanks, girls. Love you.
Helen Chan. Oaks College, Psychology major and Education minor.
I'd like to thank my family who's not here and all my friends and my KGD sisters. I love you guys.
Andrea Jimenez. Double major in biology and psychology from Crown College.
Hi, I too am a first generation college graduate. No, I just want to give a shout out to all the people who are first generation college students, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without my parents' support and all my sisters in KGD.
Mallory Kaplan. Oaks College and Molecular Cellular Developmental Biology.
Hello. I just want to thank my family and friends for both in Frankfurt and here, and my KGD sisters.
Yeah. Monica Lu. Biology major from Oaks.
Okay, so I'd like to thank my friends, Amy, Queen, and my housemates, Calvin, you two, Andrew, and Suryang, to KGD, and my family can't be here today, but they'll be here tomorrow for Oaks grad. Woo!
Mark Miranda. Oaks College, Molecular Cellular Developmental Biology.
I don't know what to do. Thank you, Santa Cruz, thank you, Hall 1, thank you, FSA, thank you, Oaks College, thank you, Bertha, thank you, Core Buses, thank you, Chocolate Chip Cookies, thank you. Just thank you all for making me fall in love with you all.
Anne-Marie Twanslow. Molecular Cellular Developmental Biology major from Oaks College.
Hi, I just wanted to thank my family, my parents, my brother, my grandma, FSA, Halawan, People Power, E Squared, Rainbow Theater, SOAR. Thank you for everything.
Paul Carlos Justine Yano. Cal College, Earth Science and Anthropology.
I'm gonna make this really short. I swear, I promise. Hold on. I'm kidding. Okay. First and foremost, they're not here right now, but I want to thank my family for accepting me for who I am. To the countless friends along the way, the lessons I learned from them. Most importantly, from the Rainbow Theater people. Hey, what's up? And People Power, I love you all so much. Lisa, I don't know if she's here, but Lisa for giving me a shoulder to cry on and an electric blanket to sleep on. Valerie for showing me the power of words and how awesome I can be. Claudette, she's out there, for giving me conscience and teaching me how to use it. And finally to Derek for showing me love and return. That's it. I'll clean that.
Derek Evans. Environmental Studies from Porter College.
God. Although the past 4 years I've only dipped my toes a little bit into the Asian American Pacific Islander community on campus, I feel like throughout my college career I've been kind of searching for a deeper meaning both in my identity and my place in this community. So I feel like this past year I've learned a lot getting involved, and just the fact that the community was there with open arms, ready to welcome me in, that was really sweet. So thank you for reminding me that I always had a place here.
Sarah Maya de Guzman. Oaks College, Molecular Cellular Developmental Biology.
Thank you, PISA MC, for being a very awesome and accepting community. And friends, Jess and Sam, you're my girls. I love you.
Mycia Vang. Art major from Porter College.
I want to thank the HSA community because I feel like I've grown with it. And thanks, Kia, for always being there. And my family and Mikey. Thanks for your support the past 4 years. Thanks. Bye.
Kirby Hatano. College 8, Environmental Studies.
Thank you to my friends and family, and thank you, cousin E Squared, and a pizza for helping me when I walked in really lost last year.
Creja Sells. History major from College 8.
Okay, I can't see either. I could, actually. So, I want to say thank you to my parents and my grandma and my grandpa for coming all the way from LA, or more so Carson, actually,
And to Christopher Longname Guevara for giving me that segue into student organizing here at Santa Cruz. And Teresa for letting me stay at her place last night because I wouldn't make it from my 8 a.m. So yeah, woo! Yeah.
Michael Lowe. College 10, Business Management Economics.
Thanks APERC, Urine Ceremony Committee. I dig these sashes. Do you guys dig these sashes? Thanks APISA folks. I love all your stories, history. I see my former APIP co-facilitators, hi. The new ones and the future ones. Thanks cousin, MC. Thanks to my friends and family, and thanks to Demi, my girlfriend, my best friend since high school. And yeah, that's it.
Jennifer Lee. Health Sciences from College 9.
I would like to thank my family for supporting me through college. My boyfriend, my friends, and my sisters of Kappa Gamma Delta, who's been my inspiration and my motivation and always there for me. Thank you.
Cameron Mays. College 10, Molecular Cellular Developmental Biology.
Thanks everybody, all my friends, VSA and family. Thanks.
Samantha Galeo. Environmental Studies and Biology from Oaks College.
Thanks to all my friends, family, and the countless people that have shown me and supported me to be the person that I am today. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Arlen Mendiola. Molecular Cell and Developmental
So I just want
Biology.
to thank my family, my mom, dad, and Justin, my brother over there. I want to thank the FSA community for all the years I spent with you. I want to thank PCC Core XIX. All right, I want to thank SOAR, cousin. Who else? I want to thank APERC, especially Nancy and Kai. It has been a great year interning here. And I want to thank the interns. Intern, I love that we actually got to watch sunrise this morning. So it means a lot. Thank you.
Melody Hain. Psychology major from Crown.
I just want to thank my family who's back at home, everyone I've crossed paths with here at Santa Cruz. It's been great. FSA community, I love you guys. E Squared for all the lessons, and especially thanks to Norman, my boyfriend, for being my main motivator here at Santa Cruz. I love you.
Norman Lopez. Crown College, Business Management Economics.
Hello. I'd like to thank all of you for coming and supporting all these graduates here. I want to thank SOAR for all their help. I want to thank everyone at East Squared and Filipino Student Association, the community. I love you guys. Melanie, I want to thank you too. I love you. Thanks for sticking by me since first year, putting up with me. I'm pretty crazy and weird and stuff, so I'm very happy for her being in my life. And to all you graduating seniors, congratulations and good luck.
Paul Vo. Business Management Economics from
Hello,
Oaks.
I want to give a shout out to FSA, everyone in CSA. I'd like to thank APERC and my lovely girlfriend and beautiful, talented person right there that I loved for 4 years.
Sarah Tumainen. Oaks College, Biology.
I'd like to say thanks to my mom and dad. They're not here today, but I want to thank them for all their love and support. I want to say thank you to all my friends I've made here at UCSC, to FSA, PDT, and APERC. And a special shout out to Alice Lee for being my best friend here at Santa Cruz for 4 years, and to my boyfriend, Paul Vo. He's amazing. Thank you.
Alice Lay. Psychology and Sociology major from Oaks College.
Mommy, Daddy, again, Amy, Yi, Lisa, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support and love. APERC, interns, I love you. And especially thank you to my bosses and my mentors, Nancy and Kai. And also to my best friend, Sarah, who is my awesome roommate and my friend for 4 years. Thank you.
Jason Hong. Oaks College, Sociology.
First of all, I want to shout out my two friends, Carmen and Elisa, for helping me have a much more entertaining time in sociology classes. I want to thank Nancy and Kai for being the guiding lights. I want to thank my roommate Mark for being there to listen to me and give me advice, and the interns, APERC interns, for sharing great experiences with me, and it was fun. Thank you.
Carrie Ando. Environmental Studies major from Merrill College.
Thanks to all the student orgs, my friends Chris, Danica, and my family for driving up here from LA.
David Ludwig. Oaks College, Molecular Cellular Developmental Biology.
All right, first I want to thank my family, and I'd like to go and thank all the friends I've made through all the different spaces that have welcomed me, accepted me, and that I've tried to support with the lack of time that I have. Yeah, thank you.
Wendy Ng. Wendy Ng. Sociology major from College 10.
Hello, everyone. Like some of my speakers, I am a woman of many words, but I'll make it short. First, I'd just like to give a shout out to the people in the back, Kenny, Evan, Tamar, and Michelle. And I just want to say that it's been a privilege and honor to be among such wonderful people, such as my beautiful class of 2010, and our amazing faculty and staff. And I'm just so blessed to have all of you in my life. Thank you so much.
Caroline Chen. College 10, Molecular Cellular Developmental Biology.
I want to thank my family, friends, and APERC for organizing this.
Alice Chan. Psychology major from College 10.
I want to thank my family and friends, and although my mom isn't here, I still want to say, Mom, I did it.
Rosie Marquez. College 10, Business Management Economics.
Hello. I just want to thank my family and friends for all their support. And I want to thank cousin, PDT, and APRIC. Thanks for helping me grow and filling my years in Santa Cruz with great memories. Thank you.
Patty Fong. Environmental Studies from Merrill College.
I want to say thank you to the families out here, Evan, Rankin household, Kenny, Chuck, Joanne, Laurent, and Melissa, and Kia for coming back. And to my friends out here who've been like family to me, Looney Tunes and Cousin.
Olivia Leung. Merrill College, Psychology and a minor in Education.
I just want to say thank you to all my friends and family, especially those that are sitting right there, and the Rankin House, Chuck, everyone up here, and especially APRIC and Cousin for giving me a home away from home. Thank you.
Joanna Concepcion. Feminist Studies and Philosophy major from College 10.
I want to thank my FMP family, EOP family, FSA for allowing me to teach PhD, APERC, Nancy and Kim, I'm blanking out. Cousin and individual, specifically Lily, my roommate. Thank you for cooking me spaghetti, even though that's been our staple for like the whole entire year. Mari, we've been friends for for 4 years. I love you. Derek, Darrow, Reese, Larry, Greg, Olivia, Patty, Yan for letting me borrow this beautiful dress. Teresa, Joanna, my twin, Chuck, Joanne, especially Kenny and Evan and Michelle. Thank you.
Greg Pond. College 10, Biology.
I just want to thank my family and friends, everybody who's here, up there. Can't really see you, but thanks for everything.
Larry Singh. BME major from College 10.
And graduation, it's very sad, but I really like Yanyan's quote saying, it's sad now, but, it's not sad. It's sad, but, smile what happened. And then I thank my friends and family, and we thank Red Bull, ping pong balls, and just good friends. And I always want to do something crazy, so someone please film this, and if I fall, laugh.
Reese Tanega. Merrill College, Legal Studies.
I want to thank everybody for coming out here today. It's a very special day for us, and I want to thank my little brother Raymond for coming out. Thank my boys Ray, Ryan, Steve, Bruce, Dennis, my girl Doris Chow, and thank Melissa for coming out, and thank everybody here. Thank you. And Melissa.
Daryl Wrong. Business Management from College 9.
Hello. I'd like to thank Cousin for actually retaining me through 4 years here when I really wanted to leave. I'd like to thank Apiza for allowing me a space to politically organize and for giving me a chance to teach a class, APIP. And I would really like to thank APERC, Nancy Kim, and Kai, because teaching class was the hardest thing I did here, and they really helped me out. Thanks.
Derek Suriano. College 10, Global Economics.
All right, but then this is serious. So then I really want to thank the Japanese language program here in UCSC. Without like the tools they gave me to learn Japanese here and reconnect with my roots, I was able to go to Japan and reconnect my father to his mom. Partly my education is for my parents. But yeah, other than that, that was a lot. Thank you to Sally Mae. Thank you to, I'll get on those interest payments. Thank you, Soar, E Squared. Thank you, POW. Thank you to all my camp families throughout the year. Thank you, Mari, my sister. Yes, and thank you, everyone. FSA, Sama. Yes, and we did it.
Mari Madrano. Environmental Studies and Biology from College 10.
Hi, I want to thank my biological family for supporting me through the 4 years and I guess 21 years, and my Santa Cruz family for retaining me and supporting me for the 4 years, and big ups to FSA Square, especially Cousin Adam. Thank you.
George Zong. Kresge College, Global Economics.
First of all, since it's my mom's birthday tomorrow, just want to say happy birthday, Mom. And thank you and Dad for always supporting me and loving me. To all my friends, thank you guys for always putting up with me and believing in me. And I want to thank the Ethnic Resource Center and the UCSC Badminton Club for giving me the 4 wonderful years. And thank you, APERC, and all the volunteers today for putting together such a great program. Thank you.
Reno Temsi. Health Sciences from Merrill College.
Okay, I want to thank my family who couldn't be here today, but they'll be coming here tomorrow. Crap, I'm blanking out. Wanted to thank APERC, the UCSC badminton team. Yeah. Definitely want to take the YEC committee. John and I definitely know, how much we got to put through into this. Props to them. I definitely want to thank Tran Nguyen and Nancy Kim, because without them, who I am today just would not exist. So thank you. And I definitely want to thank Vanessa for putting up with me for the longest time, and you're my best friend. Thank you. I love you.
Vanessa Astadio. Merrill College and Health Sciences.
I'd like to thank my friends and family, especially my parents, for supporting me and loving me, showering me with love every day. Thank you, YAC, for this wonderful event and these beautiful statues. Thank you to the UCSC badminton team. Even though I don't play badminton, they treat me like I'm their own. And thank you, Reynolds, I heart you. And happy birthday to my older brother, Brandon.
Stephanie Chow. Psychology major from Oaks.
I'd like to thank all my friends who've been supportive and always been there for me, never gave up on me. I'd like to give a special shout out to Julian, Omar, Huey, Annie, my APERT family, CSA, cousin, Hanston Services, gosh, I'm blinking out too, but the Vine Project, SCLS, JSP, SEB, and the APERC and their volunteers for putting on this ceremony, and George for the wonderful sashes.
Jonathan Hahn. Merrill College, Molecular Cell and Developmental Biology.
So this is just like 2 years ago, Reynold. Remember this? But I would like to thank APERC, YEC SASH Committee, and YEC Committee, and then also CSA. And then also for the Castilian boys, after 1 year of being away at Hong Kong, thank you for welcoming me back into your house, and also Jana.
Gianna Young. Psychology major from College 8.
Oh, I don't know what to say now. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my Korean wife. She's not here right now, Rose. I love you. Thank you to all the people in CSA for loving me, even though I'm not in CSA. Thank you to my mentorage, Han and Matt, for staying up with me and getting fat with me during sophomore year. And I love you guys. Happy graduation.
Monique Sue. Oaks College, Psychology and Education minor.
You fell off. I'm a lot taller than this. Thank you, CSA, because you guys really gave me a home in Santa Cruz, and I love you guys so much, and you guys look really pretty up there. And woo! Yeah! And thank you to the boys and the girls of the Castilian house that always house me a lot. Okay, thank you.
Hong Kim. Business Management Economics from College 9.
Forget it. So first and foremost, I want to thank God. Thanks, big man. Second, I really want to thank my family who couldn't be here today. My mom, my dad, my brother. Without their love and support, I wouldn't be here today. For the best housemates I could possibly ask for, Matt, John, Justin is not here, and everyone else who lives in my house, because you all live there. My neighbors who are amazing. I also want to I want to thank No Access Crew, because you've taught me more than I could possibly teach you guys, so thank you so much. And last, there's someone I need to thank. Oh, that's right, CSA, for everything you've ever done for me.
Vicky Tran. College 9, Psychology.
I'm one of the people that lives in his house. Sorry, sorry. I want to thank my family and friends, and especially the people in house number 2 and house number 3, because I live in their house on their couch in front of their TV. Thank you.
Matthew Hansen. Biology major with a minor in education from College 9.
I guess I'd like to thank. Sorry. I'd like to thank my family first for flying out here for 6 hours. I'd like to thank Celia for giving them the permit, the parking permit. I'd like to thank that crowd right there, CSA, No Access Crew. And I'd like to dedicate my accomplishments to my grandfather who could not be here. Thanks, Gung Gung.
Raymond Kim. Oaks College, Business Business Management Economics.
All right, so I want to first thank Huerta at Oaks for being like the best dorm ever. I want to thank my CSA family for always being there. I want to thank PDT for being my other family on campus. And I want to thank my girlfriend for always being there, Fong, who's up there. Thanks.
Hubert Lee. Oh, Herbert, I'm sorry.
Hi, I want to say thanks first to my mom and dad and my little sister here who's climbed over all the seats to get to the front, and my other sister who's in San Diego, couldn't be here. And then, of course, I couldn't be here without all the CSA people up there. Thank you so much, guys, and Birdman.
Sherry Yu. College 10, Business Management, Economics, and Psychology.
I just want to say thank you to all my friends and especially to my family for the love and support, and also CSA. I love you guys.
Mei Lee. Sociology and Psychology major from College 10.
Thanks to all my friends and family, my boyfriend who's not here. Thanks for the unconditional love and helping me cracking every single paper I wrote in college. And thanks to EOP for hooking up like awesome writing tutors. and special thanks to my favorite sociology professor, Steve McKay. Okay. And thanks cousin and the badminton team for providing community for me, and API for feeding me all these years. Congrats to class of 2010.
Shelley Huang. College 9, Business Management, Economics.
Hi everyone. Thank you for everybody who supported me through college, and I'm so happy we're graduating. Thank you.
And Lindsay Chu. Community Studies from Crown College.
Hi, I just want to thank my friends and family for all their love and support, and the Lambdas and Lambda Little Sis for being my second family. I love you guys.
Here is your class of 2010. Woo!
TV show Glee centers around a group of students struggling to find a place among their peers. In a way, they're kind of oddballs or losers that we're kind of seeing, okay? And they were struggling to fit in, much like many Asian American and Pacific Islanders at UCSC who may feel like they were the only Asian in their dorm or the other Asian in their class. And even when we are among folks who may look like us, some still struggle to fit in because of our individual experiences, our identities, and interests are so diverse. I know there were times when I was a college student and I sometimes felt like I wasn't Korean enough, so I know that there's those struggles as well. But despite these challenges, the class of 2010, you were able to create community with folks who shared your passion, your joy, your exuberance, your glee. Oh, I know. Okay. Look around you, look at the community. Yeah. Do you share the happiness? Do you feel the exuberance, the joy? And now, as you graduate from UCSC, you will write that next chapter of your life. See how I'm tying it into the theme there? You have the power to redefine yourself, to recreate who you are as you move on. And I just wanted to share a short example, something that I learned from one of our interns, Carmen Chan. I don't know if she's here. She's probably, okay, Carmen. So the couple of interns and folks were hanging out in the lounge, and honestly, they'd been there for a long time that day. So I was kind of teasing them, like, okay, Carmen. and she said, yeah, L for leader. And I thought, that's great. She was redefining a label that was put on her, even though that label was kind of wrong and from me. I was just teasing, though, okay. And so I just want to remind the class of 2010 that as you write your next chapter, remember that you have the power to create, to edit, to rewrite, and reconstruct that next chapter. You have the power to change the L for loser to the L for leader. Everybody throw up your L for leader. Where are the leaders at? Yeah, that's right, that's right. All right, yeah. So congratulations, class of 2010, you've made it. A new chapter begins. Let's give them another hand.